When
And
you say boils, Dr. Livingston, are you talking about boils that come up on your skin, or like cooking boil when you boil
boils
something?
that come up on your skin.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's usually caused by a hair follicle, and also the prostatic bacteria in it is pathogenic, as you know, and it's very hard on the individual. You can't touch it, can't rub it, you can't sleep on it. There's somebody out there who knows how to deal with them over the counter. Maybe you could give us a call sometimes and let us know how do we get rid of a boil, or how can we ease the pain just on a plain old common boil. Well, it hurts a little bit too much to try to jug it and get the pulsatile states out of it. I just wondered if it was something that you could put on it. Maybe a potato. Who knows? Maybe a black walnut. Maybe some kind of asparagum or something that you could put on it. Who knows? But there's somebody out there that really knows how to deal with a ball. And you know, a ball, it can be rubbed a certain way, or probed a certain way to release the pain. Of course, I don't know much about it, how to get the pain off of a ball. But I do know one thing. If anything hurts so bad, we have a tendency to jig it with something, even if it's just with a needle, to try to get some of the venom out of it, which is a pathogenic bacteria. Anyway, in my time, I think I've known some older people that would take something like a potato and they would put that on it. Some cases, I've heard of people just taking a hot poker and they taking this hot, red hot, stick it on it, and all at once it drains all of that pulsatile stage out of that ball to a head. And probably a few minutes later, it'll probably start leaking out this pulsatile stage, which is pathogenic bacteria inside of it, caused by a hair follicle. But anyway, it's just something that we're going to have to deal with. And believe it or not, are you still using that Blue Star ointment on those bald spots on your head? Hey, frequently just rub a little bit on there. Too much of anything ain't good for you. If I were you, I would just use just a small amount of it. Rub it on that, I guess you would call it alopecia prematura or alopecia senilis. You know, that's caused by nerve disorder, if I'm not mistaken. So rub you a little bit of that Blue Star ointment every once in a while. If you don't have any Blue Star ointment, maybe you could take some sulfurate, put a little of that on it, and see if you can get that bald spot with hair on it again. This is your local everyday people with over-the-counter remedies. Words from Unity. Take care of yourself, and someday yourself might take care of you. Thank you very much. Next page, please. Do you know this is a night when we're going to go out? Some of us are going to go out and join the winning people. People who win are people that's together. You know, in churches, these are people who really thrive together because they're all thriving for a cause. That is to accept a spiritual need into our souls. Listen, once you get that spiritual need, and everybody in there is going to have that spiritual uplift too. It's going to make everything a little bit brighter and a little bit better because you have friends that's sharing the same roller coaster ride with you, and you're able to take that ride together, and it's not as hard when you got somebody with you that's sharing a cause for a cause, and it is to gain a spiritual need. A lot of people just walks in to know that they need a spiritual uplift, but they'll say at the end of the program, I didn't know it could be so strong. Is this what I've been missing all these years? It's just like getting up for your very first time sober for in your life. You've been drunk for years, and this one particular day you woke up sober. And a week went by and you was still sober. 2 weeks went by, you was still sober, and you was beginning to feel yourself quite well. Something wanted you to go over and get you another drink, which would just get things started. Before you knew it, you passed it up. Hey, everything's going to fade away if you got the spiritual uplifting in you like you're supposed to. Drinking will get old. Even at times with your sex addiction will get old. Eating's going to get old. And being a plain old grouch, it gets old too. Do you know what I mean? It's going to just fade away. And let's call it ring out the old and ring in the new. And the new is coming together as a group and forming a more perfect union with a positive inspiration about yourself. Do you get my drift, homies? This is just a word from unity, hoping that we can unite and make tomorrow a little better than today. Thank you for your time. Next page, please.
Well,